Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy AmirViews here. Hey, we back with another video, man. We back with another banger. We back to open the mind. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Listen, we are back on the grind. I took a break, but we back, man. We back. AmirViews is back. We ain't going nowhere. Y'all see the setup. We got a new setup. I'm not even done with it yet, man. The room finna look crazy in the next couple weeks. I'm nowhere near done setting this up. I'm really excited. I was still uploading content. If you guys follow me on TikTok, y'all know I've been uploading TikToks almost every single day. Y'all can go follow the socials. Y'all see it on the screen somewhere on one of these sides. But a lot has happened since I've been gone. You know, we got rap beef. We got all that type of stuff. We're going to address that in another video. But today, we getting back to the roots. We reacting to this video called Stop Wasting Time by this YouTuber came across my feed. And I was like, let me react to it, man. We're going to break it down. We're gonna react to it. We're going to obviously do what we do. But before we get into this video, I just want to say I appreciate all the support, y'all. Appreciate the support on the YouTube shorts as well. I did take a break, like I said, on the YouTube videos, but we're back. We're better than ever. Goal is to at least get 3 videos out a day. I mean, 3 videos out a week. So I'm forcing myself to do that. Stay consistent with it. Balance that with work. But I'm really excited about this, man. I'm really ready to lock in for the summer. We're gonna become big, man. Once we become big, the people that doubted us, they gonna get left in the curb. You feel me? But yeah, let's get ready to open the mind, man. Let's get ready for this reaction video. Let's get it. Stop wasting time, man. Let's see what he talking about.
We gotta stop wasting time. We don't get another chance. We don't die and come back to earth and get to do what we want to do after realizing that we've been putting it off for so long. We do not get another chance. Y'all pretty much know my story. I lost my mom, I lost my dad, I lost my grandma, I lost my uncle. I just recently lost my grandmother on my dad's side, and many more. And I've lost a lot of people in my family. And one of the things that sticks with me through each and every time I've lost somebody is that we don't get another chance. My parents don't get to come back and redo this. My auntie don't get to come back and redo this. My uncle don't get to come back and redo this. We don't honestly take in, we don't honestly realize how much time we waste each and every day. We would say we'll do something for 2 years, and one of the common things that I do believe we take it to the fullest, or we be milking it for years down the road. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all is I'm waiting on God. Now, I'm not saying we can't have waiting seasons while waiting on.
I'm gonna let him explain it, and I'm gonna break that down, because that's fact.
You know, waiting on God. I'm not saying God can't place us in a waiting season. We be knowing that God is not having us in a waiting season in this moment. There's a lot of times we scared to jump. A lot of times we scared to do what we know we're called to do, but we're scared of what people think, or we're scared of how it's gonna turn out. We're scared of if it works or not. We're thinking of all the bad scenarios, and you haven't had one good scenario in your head yet.
And you know, that's facts, bro. Everything he just said is facts. We use God as like a crutch sometimes. And what I mean by that is, some of us be like, oh, yeah, like he said, I'm waiting on God to give me a sign, this, that, and the third. Sometimes he not gonna give you no sign. Sometimes if you have a thought, an idea in your head, that was the sign. It's not gonna be a sign outside like, start that business, or start this, or start that, bro. Sometimes if you have a thought in your head, or if you meditating and you in the spiritual realm, and you manifesting your life that you want to have, that's the sign. That's all you need right there, and just go ahead and attack it. He waiting for us, like he said, to jump off that cliff, and we let fear get in the hold of that. Get in the way of that. We let doubts and thoughts get in the way of that, and we're stopping ourselves from being great. And I'm talking to myself, man. Like, can't be scared to do anything in this life, bro. Like he said, we don't have a lot of time on this earth. So every single day, get 1% better. That's what I tell myself every single day. Get 1% better. Am I better than what I was yesterday? And if that's the case, then you good, bro. Just keep thriving, keep elevating, bro. And if you fall back a little bit, bounce back even harder. That's it, bro.
We are wasting time. Majority of the time we've wasted is our young years. From, I want to say, 18 to 25 is the time where it's like it's almost given that we waste majority of our years. Now, everybody might get it. A lot of people might get it. early and on. But the majority of us, we were just out doing whatever we wanted, being in the world, being distracted, just everything you can think of. And we've already wasted those years. And then now we're trying to waste years on top of this by letting distractions, and then on top of that, letting fear, by letting what other people think, so much things that we've created in our own head that nobody else is creating. When you think about it from an outside standpoint, look.
You're your own worst enemy, bro. You're your own worst enemy. Am I saying that right? I'm not sure. But 90% of the time when people don't achieve their goals or get the life that they dreamed of having, it's because of them. They got in the way of it. Not because your parents, not because your boss didn't promote you, not because this, that, and the third, all the excuses that a lame will come up with. It's because of you, bro. You didn't put the work in. So you're not going to reap the rewards. It's just that simple, bro. It's just that simple. The best analogy I can come up with right now is a video game, bro. You're not going to get the best gear, the best upgrades if you don't go out there and do the levels. You can't just expect, I'm going to just spawn with it. No, you got to work your way up to that, bro. And then once you get that gear, everything becomes easier. Obviously, life isn't going to become easy. Not going to be on easy mode. But you'll be better equipped to deal with those challenges when life comes at you, bro. Because it's going to come at you. Whether you 13, 12 watching this, or you 56 watching this. It's going to come at you, or it has came at you. Pause. No Diddy, bro. No Diddy, bro. But you guys get what I'm saying, man.
And you look at your whole entire life. And ask yourself, who honestly is stopping you from doing each and everything that you said you wanted to do? Like, exactly. Who honestly is stopping you from doing it? And it leads to the same exact answer every time. It's all yourself. You are wasting so much time worrying about everything that don't even matter. And even God said in his word, for his thoughts are not our thoughts. A lot of time we say God say wait. A lot of time we say God say this. A lot of time we say God say this. Now I'm not saying God can't speak to us, because God speaks to us in many ways. But we got to stop using that as an excuse because we scared to jump. We got to stop saying that we want to wait on God or this and that because we scared to jump. God been waiting on us for 10 years. We stuck in the same position because we scared to jump. We stuck in the same position. I got this from Jerry Flowers because he said in one of his sermons, a lot of times we trying to jump and still have the life vest on, when God wants us to jump without the life vest and trust him, have faith in him, knowing that whatever he wants to do, whatever God wants to accomplish is going to get done, regardless of any scenario.
Hey, and look, he bringing up God a lot. Y'all know I'm God-fearing, and of course, all praises due to the Most High. But if you're one of those people that don't even believe in the Most High, there's not a creator or one above all, this is that and third, if you don't even believe in that, just take what he's saying, take what I'm saying, and still do the things, bro. You still get in your way. You still get in your own way. Don't use your life shortcomings as a crutch on why you can't do something great, why you can't be somebody great. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too many excuses in the world. Don't fall for it, bro. Because then you look back at your life, you 25, and you're like, what did I just do? Now you're 35, and it's like, wow, I have 2 kids. I just wasted my whole life. And not saying kids is going to waste your life, but if you didn't do anything in your 20s, when you have them kids, you're not going to know how to deal with kids.
That goes down. He didn't say we're not going to go through stuff. He didn't say we're not going to fear. He didn't say not everything we have to do it without fear. You can still jump and still have fear. But I promise you that jump with fear, you're going to get longer ways than not jumping and still having fear. You might as well jump with the fear. So we keep going back. We go back to distractions. We keep going back to lust. We keep going back to all these old things. Number one, it's because of a pattern. Number two, it's because we don't know how big our God is. We don't know how big our destiny is. And you might think, man, I don't have a destiny. Man, I don't got a purpose. You can't figure out that purpose because you haven't even took the first step of getting out your own thoughts. You got to get out your own thoughts first. We're so stuck on me. We're so stuck on I. We're so stuck on this, but we never look at it from an outside standing in point of nobody's stopping you from accomplishing whatever God wants you to do. but yourself. We gotta start taking actions in a lot of stuff. One of the things I've always really learned.
I swear, every time I start recording, I start yawning, bro. I wasn't yawning this whole time until I started recording.
And I love my mom. My mom was a woman of big faith, and I was definitely raised up in the church. And one of the things that I noticed with my mom is that she had the spiritual aspect, and this is on the food wise. She had the spiritual aspect, but the food wise of taking action, and it's definitely like a knowledge too, but we got to understand too that it goes both ways. Let's say this: we can't pray for God to save us and we still go jump off the cliff. And one of the other lies that we always say to ourselves when we've been milking this for a lot of years is balance. And I do believe in balance. I do believe there's certain situations.
I think I know where he's going with this, but before he goes into that, I've been thinking, doing my meditation, doing my works on it, my thoughts on it, bro. When people be like, oh, you have to have a good balance in your life. Man, if you want to be if you want to be a top percent, it's not even on some red pill stuff, but if you want to be one of the top percent of people at your age, forget in the world. Let's just go by your age. If you're 22, if you're 18, if you're 19, if you're 17, if you want to be one of the top percent at your age, bro, you got to go all in. Sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice not hanging out with your friends, not linking a couple girls. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to sacrifice some of that, bro. And that's what I'm starting to realize. That's what I'm starting to believe. Like, yo, if I want to be one of the top percent at my age, at 18, soon to be 19, I got to go all in. I got to give it my all. Give it as much as I can. And forget that balance. I'll have the balance once my balance is good. You feel me? Let's see if y'all got that. I'm really a lyricist, I could be a rapper.
You do have to balance, but when you keep saying that, and you say balance, 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 when is that time you gonna get when you say you're gonna go all in? Because a lot of times when you go all in, if you hear all the stories of people going all in, you don't ever hear the people saying balance. You don't ever hear the people talking about balance. You know what I'm saying? And that's the separation from a lot of people. And I'm not saying that money makes you have wisdom. That is not even the truest thing. Money don't make you have wisdom. Stories that
money just when somebody becomes rich or wealthy or comes across a lump sum of money, that money will just enhance who you really are. So if you a douchebag, you're gonna just be a rich douchebag. If you're a good person, a good, genuine, stand-up type of person, you're gonna be a good, genuine, stand-up type of person with $1 million in your bank account. If you bad with talking to girls, you get money, you're gonna be bad talking with girls with money. But now you're just gonna be a trick. So now you're just gonna get played even worse. But if you got game, if you know how to talk to a chick, you get money. You could bag any chick you want because you know how to spot out the difference. You're not gonna be no trick with it, but you also still gonna be true to yourself.
People have is almost the same stories of them saying they went all in, of them saying they put all their chips in, you know what I mean? And that doesn't just mean just for business wise. That could be for cutting off people. That could be for not letting fear distract you for doing something. That could be for, it's so many other areas that it could go for when people say go all in or putting all the chips in, because each of us know what we need to do regardless of life. That could be we need to be spending time with God more. That could be cutting out certain types of food. That could be cutting out lust. Like, we all have each and everything that we know that we got to take out. A lot of us is stuck on the same level. Is number one because of fear, because we're scared to jump. We look at everybody else in their position, and if they in the same position where they haven't jumped yet, you feel even more better because they not doing it, so you're not going to do it. And whatever God wants you to be doing, always reveal when you take the jump. But a lot of us don't take the jump, so we never know what he wants us to do. And a lot of times we want to take the jump, but if God didn't tell us a specific thing where go straight or go left or go right, where it's so detailed that you don't even take the step. When a lot of times the steps come when you take that first move. When you take that first move, you're gonna start to realize God already had the steps in front of you, but he's been waiting for you to take that first step. But we wasting time so long, y'all. Like, we wasting so much time making excuses for ourselves. It don't got nothing else to do with nobody else. But the thing is, we never can get out of ourselves because we're so stuck on our own thoughts. So in order to understand, to get where we need to be, you got to get out the box of yourself. And the way to do that is you got to look at your life from a different perspective. Look at your life from a sky view. Look at all the times you didn't do something. Look at all the times you feared to do something. Look at all the times you didn't, let's say something simple, you didn't record you know, this video, all the times you didn't do this content because you worried about if it's gonna look like the next person. You got so many ideas, you got so many things, you know, creative ideas in your head, but we worried about if it's gonna come out right. You at least take the first step. But the more you go and the more you keep practicing, the more you keep doing these things, it's gonna start to pick up and it's gonna start to get better and better. This life is so beautiful. This life is so good when you look at it from a whole different perspective, but we gotta stop wasting time. Unnecessary time that we don't need to be wasting because we worried about so much stuff that does not matter. Don't get caught up in what the world got going on, because when you get caught up in the world, what the world got going on, you're gonna keep bringing in all those things, all those fake emotions, all those things that really are just all spiritual battles. That go for depression, that go for anxiety, that go for a whole bunch of stuff. They're all spiritual battles when you really look at how these things is. And I can't say what everybody is thinking about when they listening to this video. I can't say what jump you gotta make, but you know deep down what jump you supposed to make. That could go for something simple as a lifestyle change in your food. That could go for something simple, not even that. That could go for something simple as a workout change. Them little things, workouts, the eating, just things as little as that, or waking up early. Doing things like that may seem little, but when you start stacking up them days, you can start knocking out the bigger stuff without even realizing that you knocked out the bigger stuff, because you were so focused on the little stuff and then the bigger stuff just knocked out the way. We are wasting so much time in this life. And I'm not saying we can't go through trials, we can't go through tribulations like God say, but you gotta understand, I'm all in for balance. I'm not saying do burnout, I'm not saying none of that. But you gotta realize that a lot of times when we say balance, we are making excuses up for ourselves. There's gonna come a time where you got to put the chips all in on whatever you need to do. You don't gotta be around every crowd. You don't gotta be around tens and thousands of people. You don't gotta have 10 million friends. You don't have to have that. And I'm not saying you gotta cut off everybody you love or things of that nature, but you know specific people, because I honestly believe, and I've been through it, is that you are who you hang around. You could be the most woke person, but if you constantly around an unwoke person, or a person that is not having the same mindset or the same drive as you, and you be around them constant, you are pulling your own self down, plain and simple. You are who you hang around. We got a subconscious mind. Our mind likes to go back to the things that we thought were helping us. That could be lust, like I said, that could be alcohol, that could be weed. Our mind always goes back to the things that made it comfortable. Can't take the baggage. You know exactly what you need to let go. And this is not for people to go burn out. I think that's what be messing us up. Right. Is that we'll listen to certain things and we gotta go do this, go do that, go do this, go do that, go do that. Nah, it's not about that. It's about fixing within first. It's about fixing whatever God needs you to fix. It's so weird how I always because you can't go back, you can't go to the next destination, because when you go to the next destination, or you even get halfway there, you always end up going back because you ain't left the baggage or left the things that God already said that you can't take with you. If it's a YouTube channel, if it's content, if it's Instagram, if it's talking to people, if it's, I believe whatever you love doing, but you be fearful about, that's the thing that you should be doing. Don't let another year be you saying you was gonna do something but never do it. You don't lack confidence, you're not lazy, not fearful, you just don't trust yourself. And a lot of times in order to build that trust up, is keeping the promises to yourself. That's the key. Most importantly, keep that promise with God. We let the approval of
That's key, keeping that promise with yourself. Like I'll tell myself one day, some days like, if I didn't work out for the past 2 days, I'll tell myself like, bro, I'm working out today, I don't care. I don't care if it's 11:58. I'm working out today. And I got to do that because that builds trust with myself. That builds consistency. That builds discipline. And if you're disciplined, especially for my young man, if you're disciplined in things like that, bro, you're going to be disciplined in every single aspect of your life. Or I'll be like, all right, I got to make a TikTok today. And I'll make a TikTok. I gotta stream today. I'll stream. Or, you know what, I want to go on a walk today, and I don't go on a walk. Even small things like that. I said I was gonna go on a walk today, and I didn't go on a walk. You gotta trust yourself, and you gotta be able to build that trust with yourself. Because a lot of people don't trust themselves to do anything.
And dictate.
That's another reason why you can't achieve the goals that you want, because you don't trust yourself in the process of achieving that goal.
Our life when man didn't even create us. We real deal be trying God. You basically, when we do that, we basically giving that person a second life that they don't even know about, because we thinking about stuff that we think they thinking about, but they're not even thinking about it. We trying to give somebody else our life to live. When you thinking about other people approval, you got to know who you serve. Man did not create us, God did. God even said in his word, he knew us before we was in our mother's womb. So why would we give the approval of man when man didn't even know us before we was in our mother's womb? We got to start realizing who we serve each and every day. When you wake up with that mindset, make that a start tomorrow. Watch how your days go ahead.
Hey man, that was a great video, bruh. He touched on a lot of good topics. To put it in my words for a little bit, man, hey, it's facts, bro. Stop wasting time, bro. And this isn't to like scare y'all, like, oh my God, we only have a little bit of time left. No, it's not even like that. It's just like, why waste your time doing something that's not gonna benefit you, not gonna help you in the long run of your life, when you could be doing something right now that can impact you for the next 10 years in the most positive way possible, that can change your life and other people around you lives as well. Trust yourself. Stop doubting yourself so much. Just do it, bro. You have a thought, act. And I was about to say you have a thought, act on it. And obviously, you know, don't be dumb. Don't be just out here just wilding out like, oh, I'm gonna do this, waste some. No, don't be doing that. But if you guys really understand what I'm saying, like, you have a thought to do something, act it out then. And when I make these videos, yes, I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to my supporters. I'm talking to whoever needs to hear this message. But first and foremost, I'm always talking to myself, bro. So, yeah, great video, man. Great video. That's it for it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys stay disciplined, or you will be disciplined. I forgot the phrases, man. It's been a little minute. Stay disciplined, or you will be disciplined. Turn that L into a lesson. Turn that lesson into a W. If she ain't get with the program, she can get this stepping. I love you all. Stay positive. Stay safe. AmirViews is out. Peace. Alright, chat. First video down pat. That's what we do. We don't play around. Finals. Yeah.